I just recorded a voice message to myself, an audio journal recording, let's call it this way. And I just think it will be quite valuable for you to know what I have been talking about to myself. So the thing is, there is this skill set, this combo of two skills that will get you a lot of success. A lot of success in your life as a man, because life as a man is work towards your current layer of purpose, like opening this whatever this I forgot the word. So anyway, the skill set is not skill set, but yeah, let's say skill is finding your purpose and having clear purpose and being mindful. So with finding your purpose, so let's say you found your purpose, and the thing you need to work towards it is, of course, discipline and patience, because you need to discipline yourself to work towards your purpose, like to do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. And you need some patience, because you won't get results overnight, you won't get instant success. You need to do some things, like do five things for 5 years, do the same 5 things for 5 years. Is the video from the channel First Man. So yeah, and mindfulness. The thing is, mindfulness is this meta skill that improves all other skills of yours. Why, you may ask? It is because you, at least for if you have been meditating for quite a while now, or for some time at least, you're familiar with the concept of meditation. So you know that it gives you the ability to observe your thought and emotion and actions you're about to do, just your consciousness, let's say, your thinking process. And it gives you an ability to detach yourself from the thought, from the emotion. So when you're mindful and when you have a clear purpose, now you can do things such as controlling yourself, actually having control over your thoughts, emotions, actions, again, habits. So when you're about to do something, when you're about to waste your time scrolling on YouTube Shorts or play some video games because you think you will unwind this way before going to sleep, or whatever it is, okay, just observe the thing that you're about to do. Just kind of detach yourself, and from the bird's eye, or from the third person perspective, look at you and actually think, will it worth it to do it? Consciously sit there for a couple of minutes. I'm about to waste my time watching YouTube Shorts. I'm now aware of this action I'm about to do. Do I really need it? Do I really will it help me to achieve my purpose, to get success, to get fit? If your goal right now is to build your body, will wasting your time help you to get fit? It probably actually won't, because if you're like, yeah, it's obvious that lying on your couch and watching YouTube Shorts won't help you to achieve anything in life. So when you're aware of yourself, of your thoughts and actions, and you have clear goal, and I'm about to talk about this in a second, you're able to just be this cold, ruthless motherfucker who just have a goal and who do everything according to that goal, who aligns 100% of his life, at least not 100, but as much of his life as he can towards his purpose. So I'm wondering if I have enough storage on my phone to record a video, but yeah, we will know it in a second or in a couple of minutes. Where was I? Yeah, when you're mindful, when you're present, when you're familiar with the practice of meditation, when you're able to do all this stuff I told you about, and you have clear goal, you can judge your actions. You can see them from the again third person perspective. I'm about to eat. Will this meal I'm about to eat, like, get me closer to my purpose? Will my like will the walk I'm about to do get me closer to my purpose? If my purpose is my just health in general, so I really, for let's say for instance, I'm really obsessing right now about my health. Will a walk after my big meal help me to become healthier? Yes, it is, because it will help me to digest my food in proper way, and I will kind of calm down a bit. So if I'm like it's if it's a, after dinner walk, and I then will be able to relax and cool down properly and get to bed with clear mind, let's say. Not the best example, but yeah. But now I wanted to talk about clear goal setting, and that is like the best thing you can do. And the simple example I can give you from my life, when I rediscovered self improvement at the end of March, at the start of April of 2022, I came back home from school, and I one day I decided that I need to finish reading this particular book I was reading. It was a fiction book. But that I need to finish reading it before weekends, like in 3 or 4 days, so I can tell about that I finished reading this book to my grandfather. So I came back home from school. I exercised. I ate and exercised, and I sat on my couch and I read. I did nothing else until it was like evening and I had to go to bed. I just get home and I read. I think I read maybe 400 pages. Yeah, somewhere around 400 pages in like 3 or 4 days. So I just can could tell it about it to my grandfather. But this was a clear goal for me. I had a book, I had a book, and I had an action that I had a goal about this book. So I wanted to finish reading the book in 3 days. So the book was in front of me every single day. I just needed to grab it, open it, and read it. So the action was actionable step. The task was also simple and easy to complete. Again, clear goal, clear task, clear actionable step, and obsession. Here I can't really say how mindfulness helped me, but maybe it helped me because I remember I was reading the book. I was reading the book, and I just sat there and I thought to myself, like for a couple of times throughout my reading session, is that, like, man, do I really need it? Like, isn't it a waste of time or something? I became to doubt, to hesitate, but then I thought, like, man, what are you even talking about? Like, what excuse you're trying to make. You're just coping. You set a goal and you need to achieve it because you want it so bad. Like, just sit there and read. And I sit there and I read. I sat there and I read. Another example again with reading is that when at the summer of 2022 I kind of lost some obsession with self-improvement because I was moving back and forth from my home to from a city to my grandparents' place, here and there all the time, every week or so, every couple of days. I kind of lost an obsession and I kind of got into a rut. But I remember, and I call it next level procrastination. So the thing I did, because I was at least trying, because I like considered that I was on self improvement and I did not wasted my time and all this stuff. I did not play video games. I did not watch porn or scroll on social media anymore or waste or mindlessly consumed YouTube videos. So what I did, of course, I'm talking about this ideal days I had, but of course I wasted some time. I still made mistakes. I still skipped a day of exercising or whatever. I still ate quite unhealthy, but that's not the thing. The thing was I still was interested in this fiction universe. I already told you is it's called Warhammer 40,000, excuse me. So I was still interested in this book, and I was interested in particular like details, in particular parts of this fiction universe. So I decided to kind of research it more, and I downloaded a couple of books on my tablet, on my iPad. I downloaded a couple of a whole bunch actually of books that were about this particular fiction universe topic, and I read them. I kind of, let's say, learned more about this stuff I was interested in. So I was, eating, and after, or I was waking up and I was doing my morning routine, and then I read, like eating breakfast, and then I read. Maybe I walked, maybe I exercised, maybe I helped my grandparents, but most of the time I just sat there and I read my fiction books. Why I call it next level procrastination? Because um, like you can, even now, even though I had a video where I told you about the opposite situation, but reading fiction books is not really, it's good in the beginning stages, as I was in the beginning stage of kind of my self-improvement again. But no, honestly, I don't really know what to say. I was about to say that reading fiction books is not really a productive thing, but on the other side, sometimes it's useful, it's a good thing to read fiction book. But yeah, but why I call it the next level procrastination? Because I was no longer wasting my time. Not that, yeah, I was no longer wasting my time on my phone or playing video games or doing whatever, just wasting my days. But I was reading, and even though it was fiction books, and I remember I read fiction books, and I read the book called The Magic of Thinking Big, but I do not really remember what it I know. You see, I remember the concept of the book, but I don't remember the details. And excuse me, but I'm grateful for that period of this next level procrastination time, because I was reading these books, some self improvement books and some good fiction books like Moby Dick, as I'm reading Moby Dick the second time right now, and I now can see more details of it, more details of the plot, of the story, of the philosophical things that are in this book. Because the first time I read it, I was not really aware of the book, because again I was kind of procrastinating reading them. But isn't it fantastic? Isn't it a good thing when you're not when you're not addicted, not that, when you're not overindulging into these modern technologies anymore, and you just read to entertain yourself. To, I mean, as I'm kind of thinking about it right now, it was a kind of it was a good time. And as I'm right now in not the best, let's say, let's be honest, I'm in kind of a rut. You can see that there's no daily uploads anymore. And I cope and I cope and blame school for it. That I'm finishing school. I have some final exams left, and I'm blaming those exams for my disability to work on my business. So, but this is some shitty cope. But yeah, but I think it will be really useful for me to return for some time to this routine of mine I had, where I procrastinated reading books and not procrastinated watching YouTube shorts or coping and playing video games or anything else. Yeah, but you see, I was talking about clear goals. I kind of went away from the main topic. Clear goal setting. Again, I had clear goal. I was interested in this particular part of fiction universe, and I wanted to learn more about it. And it was simple goal, and the simple action was open my uh, like ebook app on my iPad and just go and read. Okay, read after I eat, read after I walk, read after just read as much as you can. When you're lazy, read. When you're not lazy, read. All this stuff. Again, this is all about finding your purpose. I told in this video that I lost obsession with self improvement at on summer of 2022, and then I kind of was reading and procrastinating in books, procrastinated reading books. But I lost obsession with self improvement. That's the thing, and until I reignited that desire of mine to improve, I was kind of after this next level procrastination stage where I read books. I kind of went down and I started watching porn again and wasting my time on YouTube and watching some movies, and I remember I was again at my grandparents' place and I wasted like 5 6 7 hours on my phone every single day watching stupid YouTube videos. Honestly, this may be another good example of wrong obsession, but still an obsession and purpose and goal setting of clear. Like I was, if you know about the game series Five Nights at Freddy's, then you can relate to this. Because the lore of this whole game series is so fucking like weird. This murder mystery stuff, this whole it's the lore of this fiction series, of this fiction universe again, is at least was interesting to me. I was interested in it, and so yeah, wasted my time, but kind of researching the plot and the lore of this game series, video game series. I watched YouTube videos, like hours long YouTube videos where people explained the whole story behind this whole video games universe. And I watched it, and I kind of watched some other videos, some like theories on the story. Again, it's wrong obsession, but it's I had clear goal, a thing I can obsess about, and I was obsessed about it. And it was again on this bad habit spectrum, but it was simple for me to open YouTube and to like watch bunch of videos. The same like I had with this reading situation where I wanted to finish reading this book and I just had this book in front of me. I opened it and I read it. It's actually, as I'm saying it, it's maybe easier said than done. But when you have clear goal and you just say to yourself like, I'm gonna do this no matter what. Like I'm gonna finish reading this book no matter what, so I can tell it about it to my granddad, to my grandfather, and you do it no matter what. And again, be mindful. Meditate for like after I will finish recording this video, I will go and read some book, and then meditate, and then go to bed. Okay, it's actually past my bedtime. I was about to go to bed at 9. It's 9:14 right now. But yeah. Because mindfulness will change your perception of your life, will change your perception of the addictions, of the bad habits, because now you, because you know when you like you just sit there and you have this, or you're lazy, or you're like whatever it is, and you just for like couple minutes later you find yourself scrolling on YouTube, or watching stupid video, or scrolling down the comments while you're watching some stupid video, or skipping watching 1 minute of this video, then going to the next video, then to the next video, then to the next video. When you're mindful, at least when you're beginning to meditate, you at least can get some thoughts about, hey, I'm not supposed to waste my time today. I actually have some plans, actually have some goals, and I want to achieve them. I'm not actually supposed to waste my time right now. But you still kind of waste your time when you're first, like in these beginning stages, you still waste your time. But then the more you meditate and the more you have this, the more kind of third person perspective, the more skill of entering into this third person perspective you have, the higher level of the skill you have, the more you're likely to not waste your time and not be and just quit, and yeah, and just work towards your purpose, work towards your goals, and not waste your time. So the pair of the combo, the skill set of mindfulness and patience and with discipline, so that is purpose, finding your purpose and being obsessed over it. Just when I say be obsessed with your purpose, I mean have your goals on your phone lock screen. Have them uh, as your desktop background. Have them written down on papers and get these papers on your walls. Read your like remind yourself of your purpose every single day. Read your goals every single day, every single morning, every single evening, whatever you like. Just be obsessed with it, okay? So with some small stuff like finishing reading this book in 4 days, in a couple of days, you can obviously do not you can not write down the goal, but it will be nice to track like these things, so you can then kind of capturing this mindset, so you can then reignite yourself if you're in a rut of some kind. But you won't need to reignite yourself if you're obsessed about the purpose. But if you forgot to remind yourself, if you lose the grip, you fall down. That's the thing. If you lose the grip, you fall down. We'll maybe record a separate video about this whole goal setting thing, but that's just 25 minutes in. Didn't expect it for myself. I was about to say some things about this, like to talk for 5-10 minutes, but yeah, 25 minutes in. If you have watched till the end, if you got some value from this video, then subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. I will be I will really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for watching.